Capitals come out flat again, fall to Panthers, 4-1. The last time Philipp Grubauer was in net for the Capitals, his teammates left him to fend for himself. So before his second start of the season Saturday night, coach Barry Trotz suggested that perhaps Grubauer's teammates could toss him a raft, a life preserver, anything, Trotz said. Instead, the Capitals sunk themselves and Grubauer with costly penalties, falling into an early 3-goal hole en route to a 4-1 loss to the Florida Panthers at Capital One Arena. In a fitting picture of how Washington's season has gone so far, the Capitals entered Saturday night's game, their second in as many nights, riding the high from a come-from-behind overtime win in Detroit, but 17 giveaways and 6 minor penalties doomed them against the Panthers, continuing a season-long trend that has seen the Capitals take one step forward, followed by a step back. Saturday's game highlighted the team's promise and its deficiencies. The Capitals trailed 3-0 after allowing their second power play goal of the game just 8:58 into the second period. It was then that the team started to play some of its best hockey. Rookie defenseman Christian Djoos flashed his potential, patiently stick-handling to the front of the net and scoring Washington's first goal and his second of the season. Earlier, an error by Djoos led to Florida's first goal. The Capitals outchanced and outshot the Panthers, 42-23, but the abundance of opportunities didn't translate to goal production. A week ago, also playing in the second of back-to-back games, the Capitals came out flat in Philadelphia, mismanaging the puck for much of an 8-2 loss in which Grubauer endured one of the worst losses of his career. Trotz hoped the Capitals would be motivated to make it up to Grubauer after that game, but Washington got off to a frustrating start this time. The Panthers scored less than 2 minutes into the game, when Florida applied forecheck pressure, and Djoos misplayed a puck behind the net. Forward Connor Brickley got the puck at the side of the net for a tap-in goal. That was the Panthers' only shot on goal for most of the first period, with 4:48 until first intermission. Washington had 13 shots to Florida's 1. But penalties by the Capitals created opportunities for Florida. When Vincent Trocheck got a step on rookie blue liner Madison Bowie as he drove to the net, Bowie hooked him to prevent him from scoring. That put Florida's power play back on the ice for a second time in the first period, and Evgeny Iditanov extended the Panthers' lead to 2 before intermission. The Capitals were assessed 4 more penalties in the second period. After Nicklas Backstrom went to the box for interference, Lars Eller was called for tripping 15 seconds later, giving Florida a 2-man advantage for 1:45. Trocheck scored for the 3-0 lead 8:58 into the period. Backstrom and Eller both took 2 penalties in the first 40 minutes, with Backstrom's second infraction negating a Washington power play. Entering the game, the Capitals' 34 minor penalties were tied for 11th most in the league, and Washington's penalty kill was 21st, allowing 7 power play goals and 33 times shorthanded. Most of the infractions Saturday night were the result of being behind in a play and trying to compensate. The Capitals, 4-4-1, play their next 3 games on the road, embarking on a trip to Western Canada next week. That stint will feature more early season challenges, including another set of back-to-back games. More on the Capitals. Andrei Burakovsky scored his first goal Friday. That's likely a sign of good things to come. Alex Ovechkin's overtime goal lifts Capitals to a win in Detroit. Jay Beagle hits the 400-game mark, against the team he grew